thus in secret from me, with the long doubtful absence of my brother, have trusted me with strong suspicions, and dreams that will not let me sleep, nor eat, nor taste those recreations that health demands. But, like a whirlwind hither, have they snatched me perforce to be resolved. Now I know my brother had Julio's father for a host. From him inquiry may befriend me. Ah, good old sir, I'm happy to have met you thus. What ails the man? Camillo? Ha! Is it possible that you should forget your friends?
Friends? What are those?
Why, those that love you, sir.
You are none of those, sure, if you be Roderick.
I am that Lord Roderick, and I lie not, for if I protest, I love you passing well.
You loved my son too passing well, I take it. One that believed too suddenly his court creed.
All is not well. Good old man, do not rail.
My lord, you have dealt dishonorably.
Good sir, I am so far from doing wrong of that base strain, I understand you not.
Indeed, you know not neither of my conscience, how your most virtuous brother, the noble Enrique, hath bought out my poor boy, out of his possession, even of his plighted faith. Was not this friendship and this honor?
I dare not say so.
Now that you have robbed him of his love, take all, make up your malice, and dispatch his life too.
If you would hear me, sir.
Your brave old father would have been torn in pieces with wild horses ere he had done such treachery.
Why, this is madness.
I have done. I have eased my heart. Now you may talk.
Well, then as I am a gentleman, believe me, for I will lie for no man. I am so far from being guilty of the least suspicion of sin that way that fearing the long absence of Julio and my brother might beget something to start at. But hither have I traveled to know the truth of you.
Camillo? And a stranger? These may give some comfort from their talk. I'll step aside and hear what fame is stirring.
Can there be one so near in blood as you are to that Enrique, and an honest man?
While he was good, I do confess my nearness, but since his fall from honor, he is to me as a face that I saw but yesterday and soon lost.
Oh, I ask your pardon, Lord. I was too rash and bold.
No harm done.
But is it possible you should not have heard of the passage between Leonora and your brother?
None of all this.
How now?
I bear you tidings, sir, which I wish some other tongue delivered.
From whence, I pray you?
From your son, sir.
Where is he?
That's more than I know, sir, but I can assure you of this. He has left the city raging mad! Heaven comfort him.
Prithee, be gone. And bid the bell know for me I have been half dead for some time. Nay, go, good friend, thy news deserves no thanks.
That's well said, old man. I hope all shall be well.
It had need, for 'tis a crooked world. Farewell, poor boy.
This comes of forcing women where they hate. Oh, the sin is mine, and I am rewarded. Alone, like the aged oak against all tempests. I would cry, but I am dry to death against these vexations.
Hath this ill weather met with thee too?
Oh, that I were with thee, girl.
You do not come to mock at me now.
Huh?
Do not dissemble. Thou mayst find a knave as bad as thou art to undo thee too. I hope to live to to see that day ere I die yet.
It needeth not, good Camillo, for I am knave sufficient to myself. If you would rail, rail as bitterly as thou canst, for I deserve it. Draw thy sword and strike me down, and I will thank thee for it. My daughter is gone, and whither gone I know not.
She has a fair blessing in being from you, sir. I was too poor a brother for your greatness. You must be grafted into noble stock and have your titles raised. My state was laughed at and my alliance scorned. I have lost a son, too, which was not be put up.
Hold! Be counseled. You've equal losses. Urge no further anger. Heaven, pleased now at your love, may bring again, and no doubt will, bring your children back to your comforts. Let your joint sorrows be as a balm to heal these wounds of adverse fortune.
Do not deny your love, Camillo. For charity's sake, I ask it of you. Let this noble lord join us as brothers whom crossed fates could not join. What I have been, forget. What I intend to believe and nourish. Here is my hand on it.
Heaven make thee honest. There.
'Tis done like good men. And now there rest not but that we each take our several ways in the quest of our lost friends. Our best search ended here, we'll meet again to tell the fortunes of our separate travels.
Ow.